Hi and welcome to Scheduly. This is a quick introduction, not a very lengthy video. There's going to be smaller videos explaining some of the detailed features and things that you'll want to know the answers to, like FAQs. But this is just an introduction. If you go to the Scheduly website, first of all, which is schedu.ly, spelt that way, here you've got an explainer video which goes through in a kind of cartoony way what Scheduly is, what the main concept is, what it's about. And then you've got, once you've signed up to your free account, because it's free to get started, there's 6 simple steps. If you follow these, you'll have your first schedule set, and then these are the results you get. So what you saw at the bottom was the invitation, so if you click on there it'll take you down here. If you haven't already got access, put your email address in, hit that, you'll get an email about an hour later if you've been successful. We're currently accepting people, but it's limited spaces, so hurry up if you want early access. So, assuming you do, if you click on login, it'll take to the login page. My details are already in here, so I'm just going to log into my account. So you're greeted with your dashboard. This is where your messages will show up listed down here if you've got some already set up. So all of your messages listed down there regardless of when you set them for. So what you've got here is you've got different dates as you can see here, and it shows up there, and then it'll just show the ones that are set on those dates. It'll be coloured in blue if there's any messages set. As you can see, this is a clean account. There's no messages set in here at all. So when you see a blue square, if you click on that, then it will show the messages that are related to that date. So if I go into create, so this is where you create a schedule. First of all, what you do is you go to your social media accounts, Facebook and Twitter, and sync them up. Now, assuming you've done that, these will show up here. You can sync Twitter and Facebook. We're going to be looking at Google and possibly YouTube and LinkedIn, etc. in the future. But to begin with, we wanted a bare bones product out there just to sort of test the water and see how it all worked. And the Facebook and Twitter APIs seem to be the best ones to start with because they're quite simple. So you select a date when you want the schedule to start on. So that's today's date because you can see it coloured in orange. And if you come off that, there you go, it's orange. Now if I go there, that's Monday. That's because it's the 15th today. So if I start my schedule to run from Monday, and I'll post on my Facebook profile, the Scheduly Facebook page, and the Scheduly Twitter account. So I'm going to choose those. Now you name your schedule. The reason why you do that is because in your messages then you'll be able to just see it quickly and go, that's the one that it relates to. So message 1, there you go. So this is where you write your message. This is what's going to post on the social networks. So social, spell it right, social post. So whatever text you put in there, you've got up to 140 characters. I know you can have more with Facebook, but we put that limit on there because of obviously Twitter, and you can select multiple social networks on there. Here is where you add an image that you can post along with your message. If you put any links in there, so either HTTP, HTTPS, or www. It will automatically shorten it, so then we can track it for you. If you've got a pro account rather than a free account, you'll be able to add another message, which is called split testing. You can add up to 5 of these. So if I can learn to spell social post 2, and I'll call this social post 1, and I select sequential, for example, if I'm sending out every day, it'll post 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So every other day it'll post 1, every other day it'll post 2. Hopefully that makes sense. To get rid of that, you can click there. If you put randomized, the system will go and pick whichever message it wants to. Now you can add up to 5 of these. So I'll just put in 4 and 5. So if you've got it on random, any of these messages will post at any given time that you've put. So if you say every day at 10 o'clock in the morning, every day from Monday at 10 o'clock, one of these messages will post. I think I've just zoomed in there. There you go. If you put sequential, then it'll follow that, and then it'll go back to the start and follow that. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to leave it with the one. If you've got a free account, you won't be able to do the split testing, and you don't get any insights, which are the stats. So it's well worth paying the $10, which is only £6 just to upgrade. If you put in here, so this is how often you're posting and how many times you're posting. So to start with is the frequency. So on these days/dates, which is on Monday, so let's say I put 3 days 2 times. What that'll do, if I go back to the calendar, is Monday, so every 3 days twice is what we've put. So every 3 days. So that means it'll do Monday, skip, Thursday, skip, Sunday. So every 3 days it will post again. If you're doing every 1 day for 6 times, from Monday, every day for 6 times it'll post. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it'll stop. You can say every 3 weeks. So every 3 weeks on a Monday it'll post. And this is however many times you want it to post. You can post up to 30 times. We did have unlimited, but this isn't a spamming tool, so I want to be clear with that. What you really shouldn't do is every day for 30 days. You can do that, but it's not Scheduly that's going to look spammy here, it's you, because it's posting directly from you on your social profiles. So unless you want to alienate people and you want people to stop following you and liking your posts, and you really want to look like a spammer, be wise with this. So, be clever if you've got an event coming up. And I suppose this is a good time for me to sort of run through a couple of examples as to why you would use Scheduly. 2 that we use it for. We've got a regular newsletter that goes out every Monday morning. It's called Doug's List, and there's the Facebook page for Doug's List there. So what we do is we use Scheduly. We've got a pro account with Scheduly, and we've got lots of different types of messages that we send out. And we'll send some on a Friday saying, have you got an event to add to Doug's List? Then on a Sunday, we've just put Doug's List together. Don't forget to get your copy tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Then on Monday, we've just sent Doug's List. Did you get your copy? And every week, and we've got different variations of the message, so it doesn't look too robotic, and you've got a different message going out all the time. Every week, we've got a set of messages that we send out. Now, it's just a prompt, really, to get people to sign up to the Doug's List newsletter. Another example is if you've got a weekly webinar or a monthly webinar running, an automated webinar. You can then say, don't forget, 3 o'clock this afternoon, we've got this webinar. It's free, come along, join. Then afterwards, what did you think of the webinar? Give us some feedback. Here's our Twitter account. And it's just a way to automate some of the mundane tasks and posts that you find yourself putting on social media. It's not a spamming tool, and it shouldn't be used that way. It's a tool to be clever and also to track. So the other side of Scheduly is, yes, it does free up some of your time, but it's a way to also find out when people are liking posts and clicking on them. So for example, not social post 2. So select a different image with each post. So what will happen after that is once the message has gone out, if you post it sequentially, after it's gone out twice, both of those messages would have gone out. Now what you'll be able to do is give it a couple of days, then in your messages you'll be able to click on the Insights tab. And if you've got a pro account, you'll be able to click on the Insights tab. If you're free, you won't have Insights, unfortunately. You'll just be able to set one schedule. Now, what that'll give you is, it'll give you insights as to when people have, how many people on what social profile have liked, retweeted, favorited, commented, or clicked on the link you put. So like I said, if you put a link in here, it'll auto shorten it, and we'll be able to track how many clicks you've had, where it's happened. So for example, on here, I've selected these 3 profiles. You'll be able to see which profile generated the most clicks and links and retweets and that sort of thing. If you sign up and you follow the steps and you go through and you've got a pro account, it'll all be quite clear. It's not rocket science, it's very easy. Now, this other bit here, at this time or between these times. Now, at this time, if you put 10 a.m. and then click, that will then set everything that you've put here. So you hit that and it'll say every one day from Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning for 30 times. Hopefully that's clear there. Now, if you put between these times, you can set, let's say, 6 in the morning to 6 at night. And again, every one day from Monday between 6 in the morning and 6 at night, 30 times. So a randomly selected time during the day between 6 and 6 every day for 30 days. So again, it's a bit like split testing, and you're not posting the same message every time. With between this times, you're not posting at the same time every time as well. So even though this is an automated social tool to make your life easier so you're not posting all the time, it's also a way for you to be able to track and not look too, automated, because people don't really like that so much. If you click this message, which I will do, what that'll do is that'll create that message here. So you'll see on Monday it's blue there, because we've got a message set on that day. So if you click on there, on the Monday it'll show you've got a message, it's live. There's no insights to show at the moment, but if you click on that, it'll pop up and give you the information, everything that you've set. You can pause, delete it, then it'll say how many times it's posted. Similarly, even though there's no insights, you'll be able to go through there and you'll be able to see in the insights page the details here. So there's the information, how many times it's posted. There'll be a graph there to show you what percentage goes to which message. So for example, if that's sent once, this got 10 clicks, that got 5, you'll be able to see the stats on there, what percentage of the message. There's the science bit there just to go through what, how that is calculated. And then you've got the profile, so it's all grayed out because there is no stats to show, but it will show you here Twitter and Facebook which message performed which, and then it will have the dates there, so you can select a date and you'll be able to see which message on which date to which profile got what results, so you'll be able to narrow it down there. But like I said, there's nothing showing up there because there isn't anything to see. And this is the title of your message that we set at the beginning when you create your message. So we'll just click. So this is the different colors here. Blue is where you have a message set. Orange is the day today, and green is what you're clicking on, what dates you're selecting. Now that's pretty much how to set a schedule. Like I said, if you go on dashboard, that'll show all your messages that you've set, and there's one there. If you've got any questions, you can click on there. You can tweet to us, which is at Go Scheduly. This is accounts, which is your social media accounts. Connect a profile. With Facebook, you can connect a profile, page, or a group. And let's say you did that and then removed. You can remove them afterwards too. And here's your settings. So you can downgrade any time and upgrade any time. There's the card on file and change your billing details. So it's all pretty much straightforward. We've kind of built less, so there's less things to get your head around and made it really easy to get started. Like I said, we're adding more features. We're going to open it right up so the general public can join without invitation. And we're going to be adding more social networks. But to begin with, we've pretty much started like this. And hopefully you'll find it a really useful tool. The silver lining is we built it hoping that it would be useful to some people because we thought it was quite a neat idea. We use it all the time now. It's one of those tools. It's kind of like when I first got my first iPad, I thought, is it a gimmick? Am I really going to use it? but you end up using it all the time. Scheduly is one of those tools. I find myself using it all the time. You can keep going back to it and checking the insights, setting new messages, adding more profiles. But yeah, or you can just leave it just to run itself in the background. You don't even have to worry about it, and it runs all the time without fail. So hopefully that's given you an insight into what Scheduly is and how it works. There's going to be a few shorter videos which will be based on FAQs, questions that we've had either tweeted to us or emailed to us, and we'll be going through those individually, and they'll just be a couple of minutes long each. Okay, thanks for watching.